In this issue of Spacecraft Guide, we are going back into the Spacecraft Interactive Virtual Museum and to show you how to fly the shuttle. And this episode, we are going to go into the computer modes of the primary flight display and how those are shown to the astronauts. And when you go into the primary flight display, you end up at the primary flight display page, and you can see all these these topics up here, these two on the top left and these two on the top right. That's telling us where the computer and the software is, and we're going to do specifically this one on the top right, the major mode, hence MM, major mode status display. And when you click on that, it takes us to the major mode status display page, as you can see right here. And what this does is it displays the major mode status, and the status here is 103. That 103 is going to be important, so remember that number. The status indicators will change depending on the phase of flight to show appropriate data. At the top right status indicator field always displays the major mode. So this is always going to be where the computer software is in relation to the spacecraft, and that's very important. Now, the first things that we're going to go over that are very important is if an abort, and if an abort has been declared, an indicator will be displayed immediately to the right of the major mode. It'll be R for return to launch site, which this can get very hairy. T for transoceanic abort landing, CA for contingency aborts, AOA for abort once around, and ATO abort to orbit. Now we're going to go more into this into these aborts later, but if you are a subscriber to the podcast 16 Sunsets, they have an excellent episode on aborts entitled Abort, 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 and they go over all of these in depth with astronauts and instructors, and it's really, really good. I suggest that you all go to 16 Sunsets and listen to that. It will astound you at what the astronauts had to do. Now, besides the aborts, we get back here, the mode will depend on the phase of flight, those being ascent, entry, and orbit. And of course, the aborts goes with the ascent. So if you are a paying or a free subscriber to my Patreon page, and if you're not, what are you waiting for? It's free. All you have to do is sign up. Then just showing that you support me for free, we will go into the schematics here on how all of this works. So if you are a free subscriber and you click on schematics, for all of my YouTube subscribers, I have a special for you. I just launched my Apollo Operations Handbook Block 2 Spacecraft, which is the Apollo spacecraft that went to the moon, the docking and transfer section. So it is on special right now. We saw it in the beginning for $4.99. Right now it's $2.99. That price is going to go up in a couple weeks. So if you would like this book at almost half price, $2.99 as opposed to $4.99, then this is now is the time to get it. And basically what I did is I took the NASA Apollo Operations Handbook that was made in the late 1960s, early 1970s. This is the book that Neil Armstrong used, and I put that into an electronic format with hyperlinked content, so you can go to all the pages, and you can also take a look at a sample of it, and we click there. Then you can go down and see on the index I have all the sections for docking and transfer here. And let's go back and read a sample. And the other thing I have also is not only do I have hyperlink to the sections, but inside the manual here, when it goes to a reference like a diagram, you'll be able to click on it. But as you can see, The only things are in blue here are what you can see. So the lunar module removal diagram, that is here, and you will be able, so if it's there, it'll click and goes into it. That's how it works within the manual. So the words inside are actually hyperlinked too. So if you want this again, it's $2.99. It only will be for a limited time, a couple of weeks, and then I will bring it back to its original price. It'll be going up to the new price in a couple of weeks. So you, since you watch this, you will be able to get this at a discount. And I hope you enjoy it and let me know what you think.